think, guessing you've just been wondering. It's like, I think he wants to, like, approach me.
Yeah.
Why did you ask me? Like, are you heterosexual?
Heck
Also,
yeah.
what? I don't know. It's
That's
funny.
just such a
That's
weird
funny
way.
concept. I asked my guy friend, I was like, that's such a weird question. He was like, I thought you were gay too when I first met you. And I was just like, well, what makes you think that? I have all brothers too. I think
Yeah, we talked about that.
I think that's part
Yeah.
of it. I mean, I don't mind having sex with women. Also, so
Yeah. Well,
so I guess
I get.
They're right, but also
I think it's energy. I think it's energy, but I think, and then they're projecting, and then you have to see what demographic is. This a lot of black men asking? Is it? I don't know, but it's funny when I go with my lesbian friends, like then they get hit on by men. I always just my inner child. It's like, I don't know, just met boys. They never liked me, but I don't internalize it. I just think men are stupid. I don't. But I was out Sunday. And, that's so. I just.
That's so random.
That is so random, and.
I never tried to have sex with him or anything. I'm like,
well, yeah, and then it's like his insecurity a bit, or trying to like also like he's going to be rejected a bit, so trying to suss it out like. Yeah. Because and next time she's like, oh, no, but what gives you that? Or, because like, too, like, even if that's like just, it's so personal. People like, it's so personal. So personal. Okay, we're good. Oh, and we're live. Okay, goodbye. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hi, hello. Welcome back to an all new episode of Black Girl Can't Cook. I am your host, Brianna Paulins. Happy Sunday, live from New York. This is a podcast on body image healing, cooking, self-love, and eating disorder recovery, support, The Real Housewives, a lot of Bravo shows, self-acceptance, inner child work, inner child healing, shadow work. Overall, a podcast on self-acceptance and inner love. I am your host, Brianna. Crazy times, praise God, we made it to March. I mean, happy Black History Month forever, every single day of our lives. And also happy Women's History Month. What an insane time to be an American woman, an American girl. How's it going? Hi, what's up? And it's Pisces season. So we're crying. We are crying every single day of the week, sometimes 5 times a day. How are you doing? How are we doing? Okay. All of March, happy Ramadan to those who celebrate. I am giving up sugar and alcohol. No sugar, no alcohol. Now listen, peep. When I am consuming sugar, it is in the a la Red Bull, okay? Yeah, we all been the Red Bull. And fruit, and like smoothie juice. That's the only way I am getting sugar. And like next week, let's kick the Red Bull. Times feel dark. And I told y'all last week, we are addicted to sugar. They say sugar feeds the cancer cells, not wishing cancer on you, on me, but we all have our vices. As America crumbles right before our eyes, my body, my spirit is saying, babe, put down the alcohol. Ooh, put down the spicy margarita, the old fashioned, the beer, the shot, I was at the bar. Wait, we're going to get into weekends. Put it down. Put down the sugar. You guys, all of today, like you don't even know, like after solid core, getting a latte, putting like this much liquid sugar. Getting a cookie. Getting a pastry. Getting just the excuse, candy, cannolis, ice cream. But I haven't. Like I really I cracked right now this afternoon, 2:00 with the Red Bull. But it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I feel as though the break from sugar, I'm going to really assess my relationship with food, with sugar. And then too, I'm going to tap into when am I hungry? And if I'm really, really hungry, or if it's just I'm bored, I want to munch, or wow, something is missing in my life. Something might be causing me anxiety and I just want sugar. Babe, I want sugar to fill the void. Feel the void. Don't do it. We are closing out the year. We're closing out 2024. We will have spring in a couple new weeks. We'll have spring in a couple weeks. We'll have the spring equinox and a new astrological new year. An Aries season, Pisces season will end. It's all happening. And I honestly feel that for me, I've had to ask myself, why do I not want to be seen? Where does that stem from? I think maybe childhood, grade school, of when you are vulnerable, when you put yourself out there and then like you get bullied, you get teased. Why do I not want to be seen? And so how can I take that power back of stepping into like, I'm me, I'm Brianna, hi, hello, and like, I'm just going to be seen. I'm going to be seen in this world, in this day and age, how I present myself, how I carry myself, how I talk. And there's nothing to be afraid of when I walk with God, when I walk with my truth, with my higher power. And I don't know, maybe ask yourself, like, where are you hiding? Why are you afraid to be seen? I think for me, growing up in predominantly white spaces, you know, then being seen and then my blackness and just there's so many layers. It's so complex. Girl, when I'm a millionaire, maybe I'll pay the therapist, maybe not, because I really don't give up. I just think it's so important to be in touch with yourself. And you guys, I kid you not, it's like you turn 30 and bitch, the frontal lobe, it grew, or like the mitochondria, like it shed and the new layer. Yeah. You just really want to be seen. You want to be you. And like, you want to step in to yourself. And also like, you really don't care. You do not care what others think, what others have to say, because you know yourself. You know what you've survived through. Some people, we have friends, you might have friends who like did not even make it to 30. So it's a blessing. But yeah, to be seen. Are you afraid? I'm a little afraid sometimes. I'm a little afraid. As I've navigated this really tough season of my life, I can honestly say that friendship has 180%, like it saved my life. Like I would not be standing here if I did not have my friends and like that love of just community and shared space and just like girl time. You really need girl time. I don't know about you, but growing up, it would be like you go over to your best friend's house and you just spend like hours in their room, like TV on, not TV on, radio on, like you just like yap, talk, and you just like did, or like when you were growing up, you'd like play dolls, play this, go in the backyard. Like I grew up in suburbia. That sense of just doing nothing with your friends. I think because a lot of us are single, yeah, it's not going to be, oh, what are me and my boyfriend, my partner doing? Of course, that is some people's reality, but it's really going to be like, where are my girls at? Where are my best friends? Who can I just do nothing with? Talk, walk around. I have 2 community programs starting. Oh my God, do I like call them community programs? Girl, I need friends. It's going to be warm. I'm not centering men, but I'm not decentering men. I'm like a living, breathing girl. But I have a walking club, Grief Walk, every Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. at the Jackie Onassis Kennedy Reservoir, Central Park. We walk 4 laps. Rain, sunshine, snow, come walk, come grieve. You want to talk, you don't want to talk, come walk. And also my film club, like we meet outside in real life and like there's events happening. I'm going to tell you about the last thing I just did. So like I'm actively seeking community. What can you say for yourself? Are you looking for friends? Are you putting yourself out there? No, it's so hard and like what's like such good shadow work. It's like you're going to put yourself out there and no one's going to come. No one's going to show up. But like I have myself and I really like fucking like myself. Some of you girls don't. Some of you girls, you don't know yourselves, but it's not even you don't know yourself. You don't like yourself. You don't like yourself. And I pray this year you find, not even, because I feel like self-love is such a jump. It is a jump for some. Try to like yourself. Try to spend time with yourself. And if you don't, try to find some community. Let's find community, yeah? Speaking of community, friendship saving my life, I cannot believe I'm 30. My birthday feels like a fever dream because grieving my brother's death, all that fun stuff. But my best friend was in town, and I really get like when they say like, you know, as you're prepared to like go to new levels and just new places, how you have to have like your friends and people that like really know you. Like that they really like know you, where you come from, your roots. And when my best friend was in town, like I would try. I was like, oh, let me like try to impress her. Like, let's do this fancy restaurant. There's this like cool hot place, Emmett's on Grove. Tried to get in, could not get in. That little hostess waitress, so rude, so wild. It's one of those places. Anyway, we wind up just like going up the street, getting pizza at one of my favorite places. And like the whole time she was here, it was really just like, let's just hang out and do nothing. Let's walk around, let's shoot the shit, let's like just eat. It really like brought me back down to who I am and who, I don't know, your roots. Like when you're around people that know you, like it reminds you of a sense of self and like what's really important. I think pre-COVID, 2018, 2019, dating, young in my 20s, it was like, oh, dating this, that, and where's the guy taking me in restaurants? And like now I could not care about any of that stuff. It's so like, I'm so uninterested in that as a food blogger, as today in society and New York culture. It's like going to like the corner store and like the most fanciest places and spending all this money and like TikTok, the glorified. We're like in a recession. People can't afford, excuse me, people cannot afford to have these luxurious lifestyles and meals. And like, I think it's the glorification. Like, read the room, bitch. Read the room. I'm reading the room. And like, I'm going to tell you something, like being in those restaurants and those places, it's only fun. It's only great if you're there with the right company. Like if you're there with like your best friends, or if you're there with like a man you don't like, a boyfriend you don't like, a girlfriend, like it's just those places are not enjoyable if you're not with people you love. So personally for me, I know that one day soon, I feel like in my late 30s and 40s, when I'm an old broad hag, I'll go to those 5-star cool hot restaurants. I don't give a fuck. I want to be with my real friends. I want to be in restaurants that are obscene, eccentric. It doesn't need to be new and trendy. It needs to just be authentic, good food. And it really stems down to who are you with? Because you could be with like your best friends in the world eating $5 dumplings or like shitty tacos on the street or smoothies from the bodega. Like that's what food and community, and that's that intersection I'm trying to build and I'm trying to create. Am I gonna cook? I don't know about that. You know why I don't want to cook? And I went to Astoria, and we're gonna talk about the weekends. It's been a couple weekends since I last saw you. Y'all, this last weekend I was in Astoria. If you know, you know. I had a whole life in Astoria. I lived in Astoria. And it was my first time going back. Oh my God, I got a boy's number. Oh my God. And then that song by George Michael, Father Figure, when that song comes on, I levitate. The beat, that's all you, oh my, it's just so good. It's so good. We were in Astoria. I don't even know how, I think he asked for my number, but then like I got so nervous. I'm like, we both had our phones. I don't even know. Do I have game? And then at the bar, this man said, you know, I just want to take you apple picking. And I said, apple picking? I think it was the dress. Y'all, I'm in literally a $20 Jessica Simpson dress. It's not even a corset. It's like apple picking, but okay. Went to Astoria. It's Pisces season. I'm going to do a cord cutting. There was a new moon and the Hood Healer dropped the astrology, what to do. And I think I've thought of my ex so much because I've been grieving the loss of my brother. And I've been thinking about like my ex. I've been thinking about like all my ex best friends. I'm really like, God, why would this tragic thing happen? And like, why wouldn't I have like the people who I thought I needed and I love? Why wouldn't I have them in my life? Like, I'm so like, I don't know, double Aquarius, Sun Scorpio, Stellium Scorpio. And I could obsess of it. I could obsess over it. I could like try to, untangle the webs. You know, I'm also sick in the head of Scorpio. Thank God I don't like internet stalk people. I have boundaries and I want to live my life. But it's not missing. I think, and when these obsessive thoughts and like I think it's more of like a yearning of like wanting that past life, that past version. I'm really like telling myself, I let them go. God, I let them go. Like I let my ex go. I let my best friends, the girls, the heartbreak. Like I have to let it go because like it just does not serve me anymore. And I don't want that. And then if I'm like looking back at that past version of myself, who is she? I don't even know that girl. So went to Astoria. I don't think my husband's in Astoria. I don't think he's there. He's not there. He's not there, but it was fun. And no dating apps. You have to get outside. You have to just like learn how to talk to people and like men, girls, boys. People are not getting outside. And like COVID made people like socially unaware. So get outside. Body image. How am I feeling in my body? Well, you cannot see, but we're getting toned. We're getting toned. Solid core is going great. Monday through Friday, I want to do Tracy Anderson 2 days a week. But y'all, that's $100. Those classes, $47, round it to $50. I am manifesting like my husband, my future boyfriend, he will be paying for my Tracy Anderson classes because y'all, I like debt-free, no credit, but like I don't even have a credit card. So like how, and I know like the women in that class, like they are married down and and you know why I love Tracy Anderson? I really love it because the older women are there. The older women are there and they're not giving care and they're just giving like trying to come to class, do my homework with the Zumba music and just pump. When I say you were just like in the pain and you're just sweating and it's just like repetitive. And again, her playlists are like retro 80s. It's like your mama Zumba class. There we go. Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, grief walk. One walk around the reservoir, it's like 4.28 miles. Saturday, I did 4 laps. I did 4 because my brother's birthday was December 13th, and then he died on September 22nd. So, 2, 4, and then 13. I was like 4. So 4. Excuse me. It was very cold this morning, and I only did 1 lap, but I did solid core, and I'm actually like headed to the rehabilitation center to see my dad and check on him. I think self-love and self-discipline, when you're able to keep promises to yourself, like that's how you grow to love yourself, to really show up for yourself. Of course, I could be like, oh, a skinny, hot, toned body. No, my brother died in September, and it's really like sink or swim, and I don't want to sink. I don't want to drown. I don't want to be sad and like give up on life. So I feel grateful that I found solid core. I celebrate my 50th class on Tuesday. Come join me if you're in Brooklyn. 8:30 to 9:20, Morgan's class. 50 classes of solid core. I'm so proud of myself. No alcohol, no sugar, all of March. What else happened over the weekends? How was your Valentine's Day? I went out with Tiana. It was so much fun. It was like low key. I really think, again, I'm not dating, I'm not on the apps, but any time that I can get in with friends, with my girlfriends, it's so needed right now. We were in like, I wanted to say Soho. We were like St. Mark, so like East Village. We had great Japanese food. I'm manifesting more friends and just community building. That was a great night. My girlfriend, Bree, she has a great podcast, Bree the Black Sheep. Check it out. She was in town. We went to, it's very trendy, American Cut in Tribeca. They have the infamous Happy Meal, the girls' Happy Meal. So it's Caesar salad, French fries, truffle fries, and you get martinis. And it's like $25, you guys, I swear to you, Monday through Friday. I think it's like the happy hour, 5 to 7, which again, who is off at 5? What are you doing to be off at 5 o'clock? What is that job? What is that? I want to know, but live your life. We didn't do the Happy Meal. It was such a great, cute bar, Tribeca. If you know, you know. It was definitely packed. Couldn't get seated, but do you see how I look? Do you see me and my beautiful, black, gorgeous girlfriends? Me and Bree, very demure. Talked to the manager. He sat us to the side. We had a little spot because then we could participate in happy hour. But then a spot at the bar opened up. So if you're out and about, go sit at the bar. You want to be open to people, to friends. You want to see, like, bar's the place to sit. It was great. I ordered the old fashioned, too strong, too whiskey. That's really like my sneaky drink if I'm like dating. But then Brie got like some like pear lemon drop. We did a little switcheroo. That was fantastic. She was visiting from Texas. And I hadn't seen her since everything. So it was just good to see her in person. And again, like having friends when you were going through such a traumatic situation, transition. I feel like we're all in transition. Having friends that love you and support you is underrated. It's like there's nothing else. There's nothing else because a lot of people do not have friends. They don't have community. And your friends like speak life into you. It's great. And then yesterday for lunch, I saw my girlfriend Davida. My girlfriend, I love her. She lives in Chelsea and we love this ramen joint. I'm gonna Ippodado, Ippipiuod, Eppadoodoo. They are great. Didn't get ramen because I ate a sandwich from Milano Market, chicken Caesar wrap, so basic. But at Ippodado, I got this like fried shrimp po. And you guys, you know the Japanese for their tartar sauce? They like make it with like chopped up eggs and they put like the tartar sauce and the mayo. So fucking good. So fucking good. I wanted to drink, but February 28th, that was my last night of drinking. I also at the bar, these men wanted to buy me drinks and shots and I had to like taken them. Oh, great. Love it. But you guys, I tried a Guinness. That beer is not good. It is not good and it is brown. It tastes like mud water. I was born and raised in Arizona. So like, of course, the first beer was like a Keystone Light, whatever. But I would drink Coors Light. I had to drink it. It's this like beer that everyone's drinking that, you know, the people on TikTok. Not drinking, but I will miss a spicy margarita. And I like that I have an end date. Like I'm a Scorpio. If you think of Breaking Bad, there's this great monologue. The guy who's a hitman and he's bald. He's like half measure, full measure. And like I feel like that's a bit me. There's no half measure or full measure. And I just don't know half. So full measure, no sugar, no alcohol. And we will take it from there and see what happens. Okay. Oh my God. I got my city bike membership back. Praise God. I am so happy. When I tell you energetically, and I'm a New Yorker going on 11 years, the train is so fucking dark. It is so dark. And it messes with me. Like it makes me on edge, just not feel good. And I'm never going to be an awful elitist bitch. Like, no, I'm a humanitarian. I'm a New Yorker. This is the fastest way to get around the city besides a city bike. And most people do have to take it. But I'm at the point in my life where like, I don't need to subject myself to that energy. It's just so dark and it's so cold and people are suffering. People are unhoused. People are on drugs. Eric Adams is a clown. Girl, did you hear we're going to get Andrew Americans have amnesia. They have I can't. You can't make this up. So we will see. Get your city bike membership and take the bus. Do what you can. If you are a lady, a girl, do what you can to keep yourself safe. That's where I'm at. And two, then I get like a girl. I'm like, oh, I wish I had a boy, a man. Cause it's like, I have to take care of me and my safety and my angels and my protection. And we got to keep on keeping on. Be safe if you're in the train systems. Okay. The Oscars are tonight. Don't we love to see Wicked get shut the fuck out? And also, that's how I know I'm aligned with most of all my girlfriends in my life. All of them, like, we know the Cynthia Erivo tea, and we don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. And I saw that Keke Palmer, award shows are a scam, but Keke Palmer won at the NAACP Image Awards. She, won over Cynthia. Good. You British folk need to stop. Stop. Love to see Wicked get shut out. Love to see it also Ariana. No. Not even gonna talk about her, but no, she's weird in the donut. No, let it get shut out. Listening to Dumois, the episode, did you hear about the Apprentice director? Like he did allegedly, like he told an actor, he groped an actor that might like be bisexual, and just a mess, Sebastian Stan, they couldn't let you be great. But I saw the film to get prepared for the next 4 years. I wanted to know, who is this man? Who's this monster? Who is this man? So, ooh, child. We'll see if the director's there. Who's hosting the Oscars? Don't care. Demi's going to take it. You know, my thing with Demi is I felt like I was Demi Moore. My mother never sold me, or my butts. But, you know, her and Bruce, she's a Scorpio, Pisces. I was Scorpio, my ex was a Pisces. You know, these artists, I love Demi down. If you have any type of parent wound, I can't say it more than enough. Read her fucking book. And congrats. I think she's going to win. Honora better not win. That sex worker weird. And Adrian Brody, I loved The Brutalist. I really loved The Brutalist. It was enjoyable. And I hope Nickel Boys, please pick up something. Oh my God, that director is a hot, fine black man who was like a football player. And like then he made this amazing movie. Go see Nickel Boys. And what I loved about Nickel Boys is like, it's not black trauma porn at all. It's just storytelling. And there's like a new way of like, you know, as a cinema watcher, viewer, we don't need to see rape, incest, like gruesome, horrific beatings. We don't need to see it. There's like a great nuanced, metamorphic imagery way where you can get the point across. And Nickel Boys was a beautiful film. I could like never hate men, specifically black men, because, you know, we're all human and all of our trauma kind of equates and gets down to the same if you look at it. Right? The Oscars, not watching. I will be home sleeping in bed. What else? Let's talk about movies. But before movies, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, it wrapped up. And like, guys, what are we doing? Because there's nothing else on. What a fantastic season. I think as it finished, Angie and Mary, their friendship, that's what I'm manifesting. I want amazing girlfriends who are going to hold me accountable and be my friend, walk with me hand in hand in this life. We all have, you know, some type of, I think, inner child wound. Just put it at that. And Mary opening up about her abandonedness, and Angie's and the mom, beautiful. Chef's kiss, they won. Meredith has to leave the show. I don't know if Meredith is a pill popper, but what do you do? Who do you? Please go. And then I was watching season 1, episode 1. Her man Seth is still, couldn't be me. How do you guys have husbands that like bounce around or work out of state? I get traveling for work, but like really like these husbands are like gypsies. I said it. Lisa, they're trying to bring you down, baby gorgeous. Lisa and Bronwyn, and then the jewelry thing. Lisa should have understood with Bronwyn and the family and her baby daddy and the daughter. I don't know why Lisa's not getting it, but that's because like Lisa grew up with a ton of sisters. So Lisa probably didn't have a lot of female friendships. That's like the only reason, not excusing Lisa's behavior. Bronwyn, I think hindsight, and with the Todd husband figure, and I definitely loved her down. A great start, a great first season, but I hate to see a woman backtrack. And this is why it's such a good example of like why I could never marry the 20-year-old senior or the old. No, because in the long run, it does not work. It just is not. We'll see what happens. Who else? Get rid of that woman who was Brittany, go. And who else was there? It was a great season. Salt Lake City, that's it. Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, they sentenced Karen. I did not know that Karen this was her 4th DUI. Do not drink and drive. people with access to money, even if you don't have access to money, if I would literally call 911 and ask for a ride home. Do not drink and drive. Send her to jail. If you are drinking and driving, you should go to prison. You absolutely should. People die. This is crazy. And no, I'm not making it a race thing. Shannon should have went to jail too. Anyone that drinks and drive, this is crazy. I do, and I am praying for her daughter. Her daughter's like a great, cool black city girl. I'm praying for her daughter. Oh, we're praying for Ray, and Karen with the boyfriend. She had a boyfriend in the car and he let Karen. No, I didn't watch the second episode of the Potomac reunion. Potomac gives ghetto-ish. And I'm like, I don't want to see these women. There's nothing aspirational. There is nothing aspirational about it. Giselle, yeah, you still don't really like dark-skinned black women. Wendy's great. Stacey, that man is so weird. And this is why black women, too, how we're moving with divorcing, not divorcing. Get a prenup. Oh, my goodness. Why is Ashley on the show? She was only interesting with Michael. Michael's not on. Kiana, love her, but we already discussed it. Don't play house with these men. Do not play house with these men. And it's a lesson. It's a lesson. If you're lucky, if I feel lucky to have learned it, it's a lesson some have to learn. Some have to learn. Whoo, child. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. The season's not boring, but Kyle's got to go. Kyle's marriage is over, but she doesn't have a prenup, and there's just so much money. So now she's off with her lesbian, and then the husband's dating all these younger women, and Kyle's empty nesting. Sutton and the death of her father is so relatable because a lot of people in the black community never want to go to therapy. They never want to address their depression, their emotional health, and they turn to drugs, to alcohol, and they abuse that. And yeah, it's so unfortunate what happened to Sutton's father. And that's why it is insane for fucking Dorit to call her or accuse her of being a drunk. 4 years. Sutton needs to put Dorit in her place. Dorit is just, and Dorit is like in debt and is not, I think Sutton said in the after show, she's not who she says she is, and she's never been. And that doesn't mean Dorit doesn't get redemption and like a different arc and starting over, but remember who you are. Remember who you said you were all these years, right? Right? Garcelle's not boring, but we need something more. I don't know why she's not dating. I think like after this season or next season, she can go because like what else be a friend of? What are we adding? Love bows down. Bosbo, she wants to be a mother at 46. You assholes in the comment of TikTok and Instagram, she shouldn't be a mother. That's so reckless. We're black women. We are black women. We can do anything. Let her have a child. Love that fine black boyfriend of hers. I think we're going to see her daughter more in the coming weeks' episodes. Why is Erica on the show? Like, we need something. We need a shakeup. I know now Denise Richards has her own show, but we should have brought Denise Richards back. We'll see what happens. I think Kyle and Dorit, it's never going to be the same. But isn't it funny when both you and your friends are going through something similar and then you and that friend, you can't be there for each other because the friendship is eradicated. I think that's so interesting and so fascinating, right? What else do I want to talk about? Summer House is back. Summer House. We're like 3 episodes in. Let's keep this like under 2 minutes. It is weird. It's weird that there's a pregnant lady in the summer house. It's weird. And then Carl is weird. And then Jesse and Lexi. I'm like 30 and I'm like, is this how young people or 30-year-olds, is this how they're moving? And like I really hate like fake intimacy and like a fakeness of, oh, but I know you so much because I told you 2 secrets and like we're just like kissing and dry humping and just, what? And also it's crazy because Jesse literally saw his friend Wes crash and burn. Wes with his little do-rag and the hat looking like Miss Doubtfire. A mess. Also, wasn't it crazy to see Danielle come back in the house? And Danielle clocked it. It's so weird. And isn't it sad that like out of all that, Danielle lost her job? She got demoted to friend of and Weird. Gabby, love Gabby down, love her sister. And Gabby's like out. She's like away, playing at the away team because like she can't find action in the house. Great. But I want to see more of Gabby. Someone else said it. We need to see them more in like New York City. Like it's too much at the summer house, like more like in their Monday through Thursday. What are they doing in their life? We got to see more. Good to see Paige. Paige looks amazing. You see the cracks. You see the breakup coming. Amanda and Kyle. I'm bored. I'm not drinking Loverboy because he called his wife a bitch last year. Did not forget that. Summer house. Okay, we have to talk Southern Charm. I'm like Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality. We'll hit both, but Southern Charm. The only thing I compare to Southern Charm right now, did y'all watch 12 Years a Slave? Did you watch that? Steve McQueen, I think 2012. Lupita won the Oscar. Michael Fassbender. Did you watch 12 Years a Slave? I'll wait. This white man named Shep is in love with this woman, and she's gorgeous. She is, I wanted to say Bahamas. Is it Bahamas, y'all? This whole scene is just 12 Years a Slave. I just cannot. He is just he's fetishizing this black woman. And Shep is so old. And for the last 10 years, we've seen how he's treated women. And he, like, his last girlfriend, he, like, verbally abused her and was so rude and he cheated on her. And now this gorgeous, beautiful black woman has come in and just, this is a mess. He is crashing and burning. This season finale is going to be so good. The only thing I can see, y'all, is 12 Years a Slave. That's it. Okay. Craig is a liar, and I'm happy Paige is not with that man anymore. It's so mean how they're treating JT. So mean. Vanita, girl, I'm not going to dog you because you can't help who you like, and you can't help who you fall in love with. You really cannot. So that could not be me, girl. That could not be me. And also, why are you in that man's hotel room when he said he had a girlfriend? I don't like that behavior. I need black girls to stand up. Get some girl. Why is Taylor on the show? Sally, love her. Leva's not even on the show. Bored. But you have to watch because you have to see Shep and Sienna and the 12 Years a Slave of it all. You gotta see it. Okay. Southern Hospitality. And that's wrapping up this week. Y'all, and I cannot wait for the Andy Cohen, the Bravo takedown thing. I don't like to see that girl Emmy crashing out. Like the clips and when you monologue them together, if you see like a TikTok reel, this poor white girl is look at what this boy is doing to her because he's cheating on her, because she wants to get the ring. She wants to be a lawyer's wife and be in the South, in the suburbs. There's nothing wrong with routine, with schedule, with discipline, being a mother, being a housewife, but there's so much more to life. And ooh, Emmy, bravo. Someone said it in the comments. Pay for her therapy, her emotional support, help. Michaels and Blake, that is such a beautiful thing to see two black people of different backgrounds struggle with their sexuality, telling their parents, hey, like, I'm gay, and navigate. It's just such a beautiful thing to see on TV. Maddie and Joe, again, these men want to play house and No. And Maddie, I see you too, girl. It's like, if you've lived with the man and had that experience and like in your heart as a woman, you wholeheartedly really believe this is it. This is the one. This is the wrap in a bow. And so when that does not happen, it's like a very weird way of rewiring your brain. For me, I'm a child of divorce, so that's an even like difficult thing. I'm finally like 3 years later, almost like untangling. It's so crazy, and Maddie has so much self-respect to know, no, Joe, she's got her career, she's got her own house, like, and that's what I really think this new movement's gonna be like, women, ladies, we have to like date. We have to date because like, don't get serious, don't settle down with anyone. These boys, no. Who else is on Southern Hospitality? I love that Michaels and JT, they had that fling. JT, not JT, TJ, JT, JT, TJ. You know the Southern men. He's got his hot dog stand, his business. And we got to see this finale. Will's not going to be at the reunion. I don't like seeing this Emmy girl crash out. I don't like seeing young white women crash out. It's like scary and it's not good on the psyche. Not good on the psyche. Are you guys watching The White Lotus? The White Lotus is this wacky HBO show about being on an island, being at a hotel, someone dies. It's like a dark comedy. We're on season 3. Walton Goggins, this white man, wait, and he's my birthday twin. He's my November 10th. And pause this. Go to YouTube, watch his architectural digest, little Hudson Valley house. I couldn't even finish the tour, but for me personally, know what's so attractive? Anyone who just like loves their art, loves their craft. I don't care if it's video games. I don't care if it's making your own homemade Pop-Tarts or if you're in finance or if you're in mathematics or engineering. Like, just like love what you do. That's so attractive. And Walton Goggins, oh my God. Okay, he's one of the characters. He's with this British girl. She's got bad teeth. We got Natasha. She's back. You know, they killed the white lady. Jennifer Coolidge. The gays got her. I love the 3 white women. We got Carrie Coon, we got Michelle Monaghan, and like Lily Rabbi or someone. Oh my gosh. Whoever is writing the dialogue is a millennial girl, woman. And, you know, next week we'll get on it and why. I don't do threesomes. I don't do threesomes as in 3 friends because it's just, as an American girl, it's just so, the trio of 3, but watch White Lotus. You'll see. It just does not work. It does not work. You have a weird family. This Southern family was based off of the people of Southern Charm. So like the accent, Thomas Ravenel. It's like Jason Isaacs. It's Parker Posey, whom I love. She had this monologue, truly, that was great about when I had 3 brothers and your uncle, he would just do these things and abuse me and this woman is drugged up. Oh my God. Are you watching The White Lotus? It's really good. Someone dies. Someone gets shots. Don't let it be the black. Mike White. Do not let it be the black characters. There's only really 2. And I was going back watching the first episode. The black kid was like, don't let it be my mama. Don't let it be his mom. Oh my God. And then Jennifer Coolidge, because she died, we see her ex-husband. And he's there with this new wife. And Walton Goggins, he clocks him. He's like, no, he like bought this woman off the internet, mail-ordered bride. And you know what the Thailand people, they call like the white guys that are bald, they call them like losers back home. It's a child. It's a mess. It's really, really a mess. But The White Lotus is good. Movies. Let's get movies. Michelle Trachtenberg died. She died this week. I'm going viral on TikTok from my TikTok post about her, from my TikTok post about Cordelia James, the Wall Street journalist with the bad wigs. I think it's a bit. Stop talking about black women. Let them live. Let black women do what they want. But my girl, Michelle. She was a childhood star. I think of my brother. We loved Harriet the Spy. We loved Gossip Girl. We loved Ice Princess, all the things. And you guys, I go to my solid core class. I literally walked by her apartment all the time, right up there, Columbus Circle. I believe they said that she got a liver transplant and maybe complications. Her mother did not want the autopsy or anything done. They're saying for religious reasons. That's suspicious to me. I don't care what you say. Maybe give up alcohol. If you have a problem with drinking, give up alcohol. Alcohol is a downer. Alcohol makes you depressive. It's not even that good. I'm praying for us as fans, seeing these childhood stars. And Ice Princess, I could only get 15 minutes because I started crying, and then so I pray I can watch it through. Yeah, these people. Waiting to Exhale. So I have my film club. I saw Waiting to Exhale at the Metrograph last week, and it was so good. It is the best romantic comedy for Black women. I don't like that a lot of the Black women in the film are like cheating and sleeping with married men. Don't like that. But, you know, Sam Jones did it in Sex and the City. So, like, women do that. And women that do that are gross and sick. But Waiting to Exhale, Whitney Houston, Angela Bassett. Oh my God, Forrest Whitaker directed it. Did you guys know that's where the iconic line comes from? He's a good man, Savannah. Savannah, he's a good man. And it was so good seeing it in a packed theater for Black History Month. The gays were laughing, the girls were laughing. No one from my film club showed up, but I showed up, and it was so, so good. And wow, the 90s. Wow, too, for me as a Black woman in New York, when I see other Black people, Black girls, I smile. I like to see us. And that's what my mom taught me growing up in Arizona. She would not see a lot of people that look like her. So when she did, at the grocery store, at Nordstrom, shopping, just she'd be like, acknowledge them. Hi. Oh, hello. Like, just, it's that simple, a smile. This movie was so beautiful. And again, I'm manifesting girlfriends, friendship. So that was so good to see. Stay tuned. I'm going to announce the next film we're seeing for the film club. Another film I love, one of like my favorite romantic comedies, Down to You. Oh my God, it literally is turning 25 this year. Freddie Prinze Jr., Julia Stiles. It's literally set in New York and like they're NYU students, but then like it's like spread out for a couple years. But it's like the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's like such like a love story, feel good thing. But it's a beautiful story, and I really love seeing these characters. And there's nothing like being in love in New York. Have you seen Down to You? It's like phenomenal. It's really, really good. What else did I want to chat about? It's a fake spring in New York. We like think it's spring, but it's 56, it's like 40 degrees. Then it's like 19 degrees, but you can feel spring. So I really encourage you to center yourself, like get in touch with yourself. Because when spring is here, it's going to pop off. It's really going to pop off. Be aware of hackers and accounts being compromised. I think my PayPal was compromised. They were trying to send like me Bitcoin and all this stuff. Also, you guys, I've had this same email since I was in high school. I think it's time I'm deleting this email, starting a new one. Be aware. There's like just so much like BS, so much stuff happening. A lot of white women messes. A lot of messes happening with white women. We have Alex and Alex. Don't know, don't care, but Team Sophia forever. I think we're entering the age where mean girls are dying. They are dead. They're dead because they're not good people. And yeah, Team Sophia. And then why was Bethany Frankel getting involved? She like just trying to like hop on the tail wagon just to like be relevant. Bethany, stop. I do believe every girl, American girl, entrepreneur girl, every girl should watch Bethany Frankel's love story on Peacock, part 1, part 2, because, you know, men try to take and they want to manipulate. And so many women right now are breaking free and finally coming out of, you guys, 5 years later, these COVID relationships. So watch Bethany Frankel's show. Then she was in a 10-year divorce. Ooh, child, so good. But Alex and Alex, a white woman mess. Alex Cooper is not a girl's girl. She does not like women. And anyone that works at Barstool, that should tell you all you need to know, right? Right? Also, you saw the white woman in Idaho at the town hall. And I don't want to laugh. It's not a laughing matter at all. But they dragged her out of the building. She was a doctor. And 92%, sit back, drink your water, call your girlfriends, set up dinners, rest, sleep, work out, sleep some more, save some money. Fuck you, Target! And you're losing money. Things are gonna get worse before they get better. But yeah, why don't you guys stick up for each other? Why don't you guys defend each other? It is looking dark. And the TikTok video is like crazy. Yeah, she was dragged out. Also, Bethany Frankel's a Trumper. So Trump people, we don't feel bad at all. Do we? No. Guys, do I want to get Netflix back? Because I don't, but Meghan Markle has her show. Meghan, I need you to get some good Black girlfriends around you in your life. I think that as a Black American girl, you do have a point of trying to find your identity, how you move in the world. And that's, how you grew up, what kind of household you were raised in, where'd you go to school. At one point, that like 18 to maybe 30, you have this identity of finding yourself. And Meghan Markle, that's why I think too, you have to be so careful who you marry. You have to protect your womb. I need to see Meghan Markle with some Black girl friends. Come on, girl. Megan, I want to watch the show. I want to get Netflix. I do. And mental health. And I love you, girl. I love you. Are we all going to fall in love? I really don't know. What else was on Netflix? You guys said Love is Blind is awful because they had no Black people. And I told you guys they would not. Let's wrap up. What am I eating? The last of the sweets before my little no sugar. I was in the Upper East Side. I finally went to Madison Fair. They have a delicious Greek yogurt that's like pistachio. It is so big. It's like less than $15. So fucking good. So refreshing. It's like it's Greek yogurt, so it's like tart, but like sharp, but like kind of sweet. But the pistachio, like nuttiness, butterness, so good. It's viral. Go look it up. Madison Fair. I also went back to the West Village. I went to Claude Bakery. Y'all, I had the blackout cake. Phenomenal. Not rich and not too sweet. So it's not even dense, but it's so light, so fluffy. You could have 2 slices. Oh my goodness. I also had the creme brulee pastry, and then I had like this like spinach croissant tart. So good, so delicious. What am I eating? I'm eating hot wings, juicing. The juice that I got from Whole Foods was like pineapple, ginger, lemon. We're trying to stay like clean with our nose, our senses. You see like, it's the season and like we're going to be into spring. So the sniffles. So we're doing lots of juicing, lots of clearing, cleansing. Do you guys like lymphatic drain or get massages? I feel like too, as we go into Pisces season, as we're closing out, wrapping up, I have to let like a lot of the trauma leave my body. And for me, that is self-forgiveness. Right now, I'm having a hard time forgiving myself with how I was when my brother was alive, how I treated him when he was sick. If I'm to think, growing up, we had a family cat, and I let one of my girlfriends Christmas break watch the cat, and then like she let the cat go. The cat ran away. I really hate myself, like this version of myself and what I did. Even like in my first relationship, like not being the nicest person, like being disrespectful and like not kind. I'm really working on self-forgiveness. I like broke down at lunch with my girlfriend because I was like, I don't hate myself, but I hate that version. And I hate that I'm never going to see my brother again. I know I've been thinking of like, well, what did I love about John? And he was such a great friend. I think that's what made him so popular because like he was friends with everyone. He could talk to anyone. And he was also such a great saver. He could save so much money, and he was so neat, so clean. But he was a Sagittarius, so he was so free-spirited, so fun. And there feels like an emptiness. But one day at a time, I think that grief is something that can only be felt. And I started this walking club to help me process and like let the grief move through me as opposed to me holding on to it, feeling pain, letting it stay stagnant. That's no way to live, and I don't want to stay sick. A lot of people stay sick because they stay angry, right? And we can't stay angry. Okay, what can we close out with? We can close out with the Chani app, astrology. It's so fucking phenomenal and I love it. Buy it. Pay the premium. It's so good. But the affirmation of the week, starting Pisces season, it was this. It was, I embrace the mess my heart makes. It chooses to love. It chooses to feel. It chooses to wander far beyond the bounds of what seems like a logical decision. It risks being broken in order to stretch. It risks rejection in order to know the rush of being honest. It risks being wrong just to see what might be right. And I'm like, that's so beautiful. It's like so. And I think, I don't know. I feel like this Saturn return, this life, you guys, like, we're not going to recognize ourselves by the end of it. I mean, how could we? We're the Scorpio generation, right? This is trying times. We're in the Pluto return. And I love being a New Yorker because it's the power of reinvention, starting over. In solid core, they say fail, and fail again, and like keep on failing. I'm over talking about myself. God is so good. My dental insurance is getting approved. Y'all, I got to get a tooth extracted, but I'm getting an implant. So guests are going to be back in April. Like, I don't need to talk about myself anymore, and I need to be resting. So look out for guests in April. I will see you guys in a couple weeks next week. Stay safe, stay kind, drink your water, mind your business. Follow me at TikTok at Blackgirlcantcook. And I'll see you next week. Bye. I really like the window open.